Alright, so I got the wing area more or less finished. Granted, there are still a few parts left over I gotta do. I gotta add that little middle section, and I gotta add the two canards. But overall, this gives you a general idea how big this thing's gonna actually be. It's still gonna be fairly big, but it's also gonna be a lot smaller than the original design I was going for. The wingspan is around 2.6 feet long, or wide, or whatever. So, I mean, compared to my hand, that's my hand. So, as you can clearly tell, this thing's pretty freaking big. And for a real good size comparison, give me a second. Here's my itty bitty model, right on top of the big model I'm working on. Major size difference. So with that, there are some inconsistencies, because if I go like this, you can actually see that the thing is in fact warped. But that is due to the way these things are, the way this thing is built. What I'm hoping is that once I build the engine pods, I'll be able to manipulate the two wings here to where it's more or less leveled. Because as you can tell, if I lift up one of the wings a little bit one way or the other, it gets leveled out a little bit better. But there will be inconsistencies with this paper due to the building processes I do to build this thing. But I also wanted to pop in and actually show some of the reinforcements I do for this thing. And of course right here you can see a wooden dowel. That wooden dowel goes from this little junction area right here all the way into about like here. So that one little wooden dowel is keeping the wings from crumpling. And believe it or not, with the way this person built out this model, this thing is actually fairly sturdy as is without the reinforcement. Oh yeah, and here's what I mean by the warpage. You can see this side's lifted, and this side is down. So yeah, there's going to be some inconsistencies. It's due to the way the paper folds and the way the reinforcements go. But overall, the finished product will still look good. I'm hoping to relieve some of the inconsistencies that you see here. But like I said, overall, from a distance, you can't really tell the inconsistencies. And plus, the thing isn't going to fly by any stretch, or at least this particular model. If I do make an RC version this size, I want to get into contact with someone over at Flight Test, or someone on the Flight Test forums that could actually render out an actual printable plan system that I can actually use to build one. And I also want to give one little update. There are one or two people asking if I can make a video of how I make my fish tank lids. I will do that after I'm done building this, because this takes priority over my fish tank lids.